I've summed up my 5 takeaways and thoughts about this book in this video. I highly recommend you to read the original book of the author. Please share with me your opinion about this book in the comments below. The New Map by Daniel Yergin is a comprehensive exploration of the changing global landscape of energy. The book examines the ways in which energy production, transportation, and consumption have impacted international relations, economic growth, and the balance of power among nations. One of the key themes of the book is the rise of the United States as a new energy superpower. Yergin explores how the shale revolution has allowed the US to become the world's largest producer of oil and gas, and how this has transformed its foreign policy, trade relations, and domestic economy. The author also delves into the environmental and societal implications of this shift towards more unconventional forms of energy. The energy transition from fossil fuels to cleaner sources is another major topic in the book. Yergin discusses the challenges of meeting growing energy demand while reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and how renewable technologies like solar and wind power are becoming increasingly competitive. The author also looks at the role of government policies in shaping the future of energy, from carbon pricing to subsidies for new technologies. China's emergence as a major player in the global energy landscape is an important focus of the book as well. Yergin analyzes how China is investing heavily in clean energy technologies while simultaneously expanding its reach in resource-rich regions like Africa and Latin America. The author also explores the competition between the US and China in the energy space, and how this rivalry is shaping international relations. Throughout the book, Yergin emphasizes the importance of collaboration and innovation in addressing global energy challenges. He argues that countries must work together to advance new technologies, reduce emissions, and promote energy efficiency in order to achieve a more sustainable and secure energy future. Drawing on extensive research, interviews with industry leaders, and insights from his own extensive experience in the energy sector, Yergin has written a highly informative and compelling book that is essential reading for anyone interested in understanding the complex and crucial issue of energy in the modern world. The first main point from the New Map is that energy is at the heart of the current geopolitical landscape. This means that the production, transportation, and consumption of energy play a crucial role in shaping global power dynamics, international relations, and economic growth. In the book, Yergin explores the ways in which energy is intertwined with virtually every aspect of modern society, from politics to culture to the environment. He notes that energy has been a key driver of human progress throughout history, and that the discovery and exploitation of new sources of energy have been critical factors in the rise and fall of nations and empires. Today, energy remains a key determinant of economic and geopolitical power. Countries that are rich in energy resources, like Saudi Arabia, Russia, and Venezuela, hold significant influence over global affairs. The demand for energy, particularly in emerging economies like China and India, is a primary driver of economic growth and development. And the competition for access to strategic energy resources, such as oil and gas reserves, can lead to conflict and tension between nations. Yergin also examines how the global energy landscape is changing, as new technologies and environmental concerns drive a shift away from fossil fuels towards cleaner sources of energy. This transition has far-reaching implications for global power dynamics, as countries seek to position themselves as leaders in the development and adoption of renewable energy technologies. Overall, the first main point of the New Map highlights the fundamental importance of energy in shaping the world we live in, and the critical role it will continue to play in defining our collective future. The second main point of the New Map is that the United States is emerging as a new energy superpower. Yergin argues that the shale revolution has enabled the US to become the world's largest producer of oil and gas, and that this transformation has significant implications for the country's foreign policy, trade relations, and domestic economy. Yergin explains how the shale revolution, the development of techniques like hydraulic fracturing and horizontal drilling, has unlocked vast reserves of previously inaccessible oil and gas trapped in shale rock formations. This has transformed the U.S. energy landscape, as production has surged to levels not seen since the early 1970s. The shale revolution has also generated new jobs and economic growth, particularly in regions like Texas and North Dakota. At the same time, Yergin notes that the shale revolution has upended traditional energy markets, disrupting the dominance of OPEC and other state-owned oil companies. This has given the U.S. newfound leverage in its foreign relations, as it has become less dependent on energy imports and more able to project its influence abroad through energy exports. The author also discusses how the U.S. shale boom has implications for global climate change. While the shale revolution has reduced the U.S. reliance on coal, it has also increased emissions of methane gas, a potent greenhouse gas. Yergin notes that the U.S. can play a valuable role in promoting cleaner energy solutions globally, but must also. The third main point of the new map is that the shift towards cleaner forms of energy is accelerating due to technological advances and environmental concerns. In this part of the book, Yergin explores how the emergence of new technologies is fundamentally changing the way we produce and consume energy, and how governments and businesses are responding to the increasing demand for cleaner sources of energy. Yergin notes that renewable energy, particularly solar and wind power, is becoming increasingly competitive with fossil fuels. The falling cost of renewables has helped accelerate their adoption in countries around the world, and governments have implemented policies to encourage investment in clean energy. For example, many nations have introduced feed-in tariffs to incentivize the development of renewable energy, while others have implemented carbon pricing schemes to penalize the use of fossil fuels. The author also discusses the role of energy storage technologies, such as batteries, in facilitating the transition to cleaner forms of energy. He notes that advances in energy storage are crucial to addressing the intermittency of solar and wind power, and to enabling greater use of electric vehicles. Yergin also examines the potential for new technologies like hydrogen fuel cells and carbon capture to play a role in the energy transition. He notes that while these technologies are still in the early stages of development, they hold promise for reducing greenhouse gas emissions and increasing the efficiency of energy systems. Throughout this part of the book, Yergin emphasizes the importance of innovation in driving the energy transition. He notes that while government policies can help create the conditions for innovation, it is ultimately up to businesses, entrepreneurs, and researchers to develop and commercialize new technologies. Overall, the third main point of the new map highlights the transformative impact of new energy technologies on the global energy landscape and the growing momentum towards a cleaner, more sustainable energy future. The fourth main point of the new map is that competition between the US and China is intensifying, especially in the energy sector. Yergin argues that China has emerged as a major player in the global energy landscape, and that its quest for energy security and technological advancement is driving it to challenge the US for dominance in this space. Yergin notes that China is investing heavily in renewable energy technologies, particularly solar and wind power, with the goal of becoming a global leader in clean energy. China is also expanding its influence in resource-rich regions like Africa and Latin America, where it is investing in energy infrastructure and seeking to secure access to key resources like oil and gas. At the same time, the US is seeking to maintain its dominance in traditional energy sources like oil and gas, and to protect its strategic interests in regions like the Middle East. The US has also taken steps to promote the development of new energy technologies, with the goal of remaining at the forefront of the global energy transition. Yergin notes that the competition between the US and China in the energy sector has far-reaching implications for global power dynamics and international relations. He argues that a new energy order is emerging, characterized by greater uncertainty and complexity as new technologies and new players enter the market. The author also suggests that collaboration between the US and China will be critical to addressing global energy challenges, such as climate change and energy access in developing countries. Despite their competition, the two nations have a shared interest in promoting a more sustainable and secure energy future, and must work together to advance this goal. Overall, the fourth main point of the new map highlights the growing rivalry between the US and China in the energy space, and the potential for this competition to shape global power dynamics and international relations in the years to come. The fifth main point of the new map is that collaboration and innovation are key to addressing global energy challenges. Yergin argues that in order to achieve a more sustainable and secure energy future, countries must work together to advance new technologies, reduce emissions, and promote energy efficiency. Yergin notes that collaboration among nations is crucial to addressing global energy challenges like climate change and energy access. Countries must work together to develop and share new technologies, to coordinate policies that promote a transition to cleaner forms of energy, and to provide support to developing countries that lack the resources to address energy challenges on their own. The author also stresses the importance of innovation in driving the energy transition. He argues that new technologies and solutions are crucial to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and increasing the efficiency and resiliency of energy systems. Innovation can also help reduce the cost of renewable energy and improve energy storage technologies, enabling a greater shift towards renewables. To facilitate global collaboration and innovation, Yergin suggests the need for new institutions and frameworks that can bring together governments, businesses, and civil society organizations to work towards a shared energy vision. He also notes that public engagement and education are crucial to building support for a more sustainable and secure energy future, and to ensuring that energy policies reflect the values and priorities of communities around the world. Overall, the fifth main point of the new map underscores the importance of collaboration and innovation in addressing global energy challenges. Yergin argues that a more sustainable and secure energy future requires a shared vision and a coordinated global effort, and that businesses, governments, and civil society organizations all have a role to play in driving the energy transition forward. Thank you for your interest in this book. Please leave your feedback on these thoughts in the comments below, or just put a like on this video. It will help me stay motivated and make more videos like this. In the description of this video, you may find links where you can purchase this book.